If I'm not careful, I'm going to run out of hard drive space before I finish this story. That's a problem for me to worry about and not you guys. Hello, Internet. Demogen here. We are continuing with the Endwalker MSQ. We are here in the past. Benar. Oh, I've already spoken to her, haven't I? Ithodeus. Hunger in the garden. I think the time for leisurely exploration is past. If I might have a moment to adjust my vision. There he is, on the next isle over. Meteon is with him. Hermes appears to be in the midst of an observational study, but I suggest we hurry over before they venture elsewhere. Head straight down the path. We can teleport to Misopsis Euros from the device at the bottom of the slope. Okay. Oh yes, this is a teeny tiny little island. Ah, and there's the big section. Passage to Misopsis Euros. Oh, actually, hold on. No, that's on another island. Through we go. Misopsis Euros is interesting in that it is the only region in Elpis which lacks a researcher hub. This is largely due to the nature of its observation sites, within which they let loose creatures anticipated to be unruly and dangerous. I have also heard tell that the area is kept deliberately sparse in the event that, well, let's just say that no one should live near the teleporter which provides access to a certain facility. Oh? What? You expect me to praise you in your progress? On the contrary, I'm simply surprised you made it this far. And again, even with you slowing her down, there is no denying that Benar is an accomplished researcher. Her wealth of wisdom and experience is unmatched, and her achievements in creation magics in any field, frankly, are nothing short of extraordinary. Though the singular brilliance which sets her apart can make her motives somewhat impenetrable at times. As her student and successor puts it, she is a force of nature, at once so close, and at the very same time so very distant. Interesting. Praise from Element Selk. They are close by, within the Hungering Gardens. That would be the circular enclosure you see just up ahead. Well then, Demogen, make yourself useful and bring Hermes out here to us. If I were to go in, he would assume I was only there to press him on the Fandaniel matter. Of all of us present, you stand the best chance of convincing him to put aside his work for the moment. But the creations in there are not exactly... then again, perhaps Demogen can handle them. She did survive a bout with Benar, after all. Off you go to find Hermes, but do be prepared to come to blows with the garden's denizens. Okay. Oh, hi. Oh, they've, Riotous and Medusae. Oh, I have aggroed a lot of things. Yeah. Oh, dear. No, dear. Why is everybody aggroing me? Get me out of this. Worst breath. I'm deliberately using the single target version. Well, you just died. Nope. I'll get through there. Botanical abominations bear down upon you with ravenous something or other. Mobile Marquis. This is fine. Everything's fine. Blonk. And realistically, I could have brought Triskelion out for this, but no, that's somebody else's AoE. Putrid breath. Right. Where are you, mate? Ah. Imogen, where did you come from? Imogen, what are you doing here? I thought you were keeping Hitherdays and MSQ company. An important matter, and unrelated to my decision on Fandaniel, you say? Then yes, I will come, as soon as my work here is finished. I'll not be long, I promise, but you should really wait outside the garden with the others. This is no place for idle exploration. Oh, let's not jump down there. That's probably not wise. What a delightful garden this is. Ooh, Clory. Yes. There's a ramp there. We're gonna go up the... maybe not get to go up that one. I was prepared to swoop in if need be, but 'tis clear you have faced your fair share of monstrous opponents. Yes, including MSQ. What is that ghastly odour? You spoke with Hermes, then? And were briefly entangled with the denizens of the Hungering Gardens as well, I see, or should I say, smell. I cannot speak for certain convocation members, but I, for one, am impressed with your fortitude. Well done indeed. Now that you've convinced Hermes to confer with us, let us pray things will soon take a turn for the better. For as fascinating as it would be to meet the MSQ who will recreate Amarot in the depths of the ocean, I think it best for all concerned if such tragic events never came to pass. Be it in our future or your past, assuming yours is not truly written in stone. Naive hope that is. So yeah, are they going to go the route where this, just because of the Nexus nature, what is that thing in the background? Are they going to split a timeline here? So whilst we will go back to our normal present where everything will have gone to hell, will there be a timeline where the Amoritians simply solve the problem and get to live? Because, you know, I'd like that. I'd like somewhere out there for these guys to be happy. Huh. Why am I always so forward-thinking? I simply wish to enjoy all that life has to offer. MSQ seems content to stay where he is. Hermes said he would not be long, yes, and we shall wait here until he emerges. Oh, Emmett, so lazy.
My apologies for keeping you waiting. I understand there is a matter you wish to discuss.
We have a bit of a situation.
Aye. A matter of the utmost gravity. If one can suspend disbelief. Go on then. Tell him what you told us. Who you are and why you came.
It's not a short story, Emmett. Do. It's telling the story again.
Days.
The phenomena observed during these star-encompassing calamities is likely the product of a dynamis reaction. And none is more versed in the applications of this energy than you, Hermes. I must stress that we do not believe you would desire such destruction. We come not to lodge accusations, but to beg your wisdom. And so, distressing though the exercise may be, I ask that you share with us your opinion on the matter, on the assumption that our visitor's tale is true.
Even you, Vana. As you say, the phenomena observed in the two calamities may both be attributed to dynamis. Of note is the difference in its effect. In the first final days, it warped creation magics. In the second, it warped the people themselves. The key variable, I suspect, is the etheric density of the men of each age.
I said this ages ago.
As you know, ether, in essence, negates dynamis. Harboring high concentrations of ether, we ancients cannot readily manipulate dynamis, nor be manipulated by it. Therefore, rather than ourselves, the calamity affected our magics. In contrast, having been sundered, the people of the future are composed of but a fraction of our...
Oh, so we did go into detail about sundering.
Thus are they susceptible to the influence of dynamis and its transformative potential.
Cool.
But that would explain only the mechanism, not the cause. Though perhaps...
What is it? Even should it be a hypothesis, we would hear it.
Dynamis is an energy put in motion by feelings.
Yeah.
Feelings for which there must first exist a source.
Ooh.
The source to which the victims must be attuned. One that harbors the self-same negative emotions. Elsewise, it could not be the agent of such extreme change.
So it wasn't the stagnation of the celestial currents.
No.
Someone, or something, is instigating the star's demise.
So, we've a villain on our hands after all. Any idea who or what it could be?
The celestial currents comprise the outermost layer of the star's ether, encasing it like a protective sphere. According to your tale, it was where the currents were weakest that the phenomena first
So it
manifested.
broke through.
If the inciting factor came from without a Theris, then its effects would first be seen in those locations.
So it's an influence from something from beyond the stars. Which is what I've speculated already.
Greetings. Can you hear me? Do not be alarmed. I mean you no harm.
Yeah, that tone immediately
I
seems...
wish only to hear your words, share your feelings, know your thoughts.
Something out in
May
the dark.
we please be friends?
Meteon. What is it?
Is this taking a cosmic horror turn?
Executing scheduled task, suspending individual self and connecting to shared consciousness. Connection established. Commencing status report.
Whoa.
It hurts, it hurts! It hurts! So hot, so cold, so sad. I don't understand. Make it stop. Please, make it stop.
Steady, Meteon. Steady.
So scared, so lonely. The pain, it's too much. Why?
She's gone? But how?
She's dissipated into Dynamis.
She has altered her etheric density in order to blend in with her surroundings, an ability for avoiding confrontation.
Most effective. Frustratingly so. I can't see her either. Not even a trace.
Hey guys.
Stay away. Please. This is wrong. My mistake. So please.
When she says my mistake, does she really mean it was her mistake? She is the cause.
Are you all right? In your mind? No. We only heard her speak the instant before she vanished.
Of course. When communicating without words, Meteion also employs Dynamis. That would explain why you were able to hear her, when we could not.
Then you are our best chance of finding her. Follow her voice and try to track her down.
Yes, sir, Mr. Emmett Selk, sir.
Hindered though we may be, let us split up and search as well.
Man, this is all getting very, very dramatic. Yeah, so my idea about the comets being the falling stars being not just meteors but the burning remains of the thingies coming back down to Earth. What is these things are hideous. Suspicious disturbance. Lutis. She must be elsewhere. Ba-ba-bum. Ba-ba-bum. You there. Suspicious disturbance. Nope. This is very intriguing. It seeps into my mind. Our voices reporting. No, no, Hermes mustn't hear them. I have to run to hide. So they've encountered all of the little meteor. They've encountered something out there in the darkness, and they're all reporting just the alien. Somebody's just enjoying some fishing over there. All sorts of this dramatic stuff is going on. And the best thing is it's leaving us guessing a lot. Which, and I'm sure it'll be answered, don't get me wrong. Ba-ba-bum. They are on Argos back. I wonder if we're going to get Argos as a mount. I haven't used the mount that I've just received with the game box either. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Greetings and salutations. Oh, hi. Commencing report. Oh, no. We can't tell them that. You must run. Run far away. Damn it. Huh. Please don't follow me. She's terrified to tell what she has seen. Is it something so cold and alien that she just cannot fathom it? Or is there something else? Ba-ba-bum. Ba-ba-bum. Well. Hello, Oku. Or Acantha, as you were previously known. I love the fact that they've got oldie-fashioned names. The Adonis is my favourite so far, though. Do-do-do. Weird faces. How? How did it come to this? Is this the reason we travel to the stars? Why we sought out other life forms? Is this it? Is this the answer? No, it cannot be. It cannot be. What has she seen? They're milking this, and you know what? I'm fine with that. You know, having the tense music helps, of course. Leth. As in the river of Greek myth, the river of forgetfulness. It was the Leth that was the forgetful waters, wasn't it? I think that's right. Compiling report for dissemination to Hermes and all peoples of Etheris. Processing expedition data. Preparing profiles and intelligent civilizations. Formulating answers to the question. Finalizing report. No, Demagen, you mustn't listen. Oh, damn it. It's wrong. It's all wrong. Any sign of Meteon? Panicked and confused, which will make it all the more difficult to predict her movements. Hermes, what do you make of this situation? The material linked to a single mind, a shared consciousness which connects them across any distance. I suspect something has happened which disrupted its usual harmony. How might we access this shared consciousness of theirs? Much as you would approach any sentient being directly. In the Matea's case, that means speaking to any incarnation within physical reach. So unless we can track down the Meteon we just lost, we have no means to communicate with them. No way of knowing what befell her sisters, no way to provide directions or guidance. Then we had best set aside our musings and concentrate on how we might find her. It is a shame there was no registered concept we could use to create another Meteon, assuming of course we could link her to the shared mind. But no, if it were a viable solution, Hermes would have surely suggested it. We must be clever about this. In the final days, Ether was twisted by the invasion of Dynamis from beyond the star. its progress intensified by feelings of fear and despair and anguish. Nay, I like not the picture which emerges with these latest pieces. Nope. Oh, my dear Meteon, what did you witness out there that frightened you so? Why do you seek to keep it from us? How terrible could it possibly be? Straight on. Correct me if I'm wrong, but Meteon renders herself invisible by matching her etheric density to that of her surroundings, does she not? If so, could we not then disrupt her concealment with a surfeit of ether? Much how itself solidified your presence when we first met you. Don't be absurd. I can hardly channel ether to a recipient whose whereabouts are hidden from me. Which is why we must all work together. The Imogen will continue in the search in the same manner as before, but this time with you in tow. Once she ascertains Meteon's likely location, you proceed to reveal our wayward familiar with a swift ethereal downpour. Very clever, and thankfully she has made herself easier to capture by fleeing towards Lair. Assuming she is made visible, it should prove no great feat to herd her into a corner. Then we have our plan. The Imogen and Emmett Selk will be our tracker and trapper respectively, while we others predict and obstruct Meteon's avenues of escape. Emmett Selk and I will keep an eye out for eye on each other's ether to help coordinate our efforts. Let's be about it. Well, it seems we are partners for the time being. Let us return to when we last saw Meteon and pick up the trail from there. I will keep myself in a state of preparedness, ready to rain down ether at a moment's notice, meaning it falls to you to keep the way clear. Emmett Selk is now accompanying us. Come then, Mr. Selk. Sulk. Emmett Sulk. Can I pet him? No. Suspicious disturbance. Why can't I fly? Are my functions being restricted? Hide. Yes, I just have to hide. Then... Oh, hide then, when no one can find me. This... Yes. Well, at least that open expanse should make her easier to find. We won't lose her this time. Emmett, speak to me in this delightful area over here. We should be able to reach the bottom of this drop by climbing down the rocks at the water's edge. Do not even think of dragging me over the falls. Final days or no, if I end up drenched from head to toe, I swear I will feed you to a remora. No, he doesn't want us dragged over the edge. I think we've got to go down there, Emmett. Fortunately, we have this handy slope. Oh, hold on. Surely a master of creation magics could quite happily dry themselves off. We know that water disrupts the flow of ether. No, wait. That's not this game. Ignore that. That's something else entirely. She's here. Not here. I'm not here. Please. Emmett. Oh, that rock is she. Very well. What? Why can't I hide? There's no need to run, Meteon. Imogen? What are you saying? Everything is so faint. I'm sorry, I'm not strong enough. Stay away, I'm begging you. Don't make me say it. It will break him. His poor, fragile heart. Something has happened to the Now we have a chance. Once the others are in position, the two of us can herd her into their midst. Man, there's some tragedy about to happen, isn't there? Shocking, I know. Tragedy in this game. Come on, Emmett, keep up. You and your pretty yellow eyes. Ba-ba-bum. We're going over there. Yes. Let's ignore this remora, because otherwise Emmett might want to feed us to it. Oh. Oh dear. You're just going to stand there, aren't you, while we fight? Of course you are. Of course you are. I like the fact that they glow. Right. Oh, no. Is this teleporter not in use? It seems to have been left to the mercy of the elements. Either way, it bears no traces of meeting into essence. We move on. Ba-ba-bum. There, I see her. She runs away. I like the fact that we've got a little trace of Emmett's music there. Diddle-oo. It's getting quite the run around here, aren't we? Looks like there's something happening down here. Ooh. Ooh. There she goes.
Aha!
Aha.
Give chase. We shall herd her into the shelter.
Okay. I feel really sad for her, but... Ooh. Stern. And...
Please, Mission. We must speak.
Well done, Emmett. Oh.
I'm sorry, Hermes. I'm so sorry. If someone can hear these words, then please... please protect them. Protect them all. Individual self-suspended. Connection with shared consciousness stable. Our survey is complete. We shall now report our findings. All units safely arrived at their respective destinations. Seeking answers to Hermes' question, we attempted to make contact with the intelligent denizens of each star. Results are as follows, in order of numerical code. Enna. Traces of civilization found. Structures believed to have served as domiciles. No extant life forms detected. Dio. Ruined remnants of buildings scattered across star, surface of which is encased in ice. Presence of life could not be verified.
Of all the world's going to be dead.
Tria. Evidence of large population centers, akin to cities recovered. No extant life forms found, only their lingering essence.
Something apocalyptic has happened to each.
Edifices surmised to be abandoned residences found. No extant life forms detected. Deadly plague or extreme environmental degradation likely to have led to mass extinction.
They are all dead.
Octo. Star found in state of violent conflict. Contact successfully made with inhabitants, but deployment of weapons of mass destruction resulted in total annihilation of local population shortly thereafter. Inea. Star is a barren desert. No identifiable flora found. Bones of living beings resembling men discovered beneath sands, but determination regarding their intelligence inconclusive.
Remind me, Hermes, what exactly was the question you entrusted to Meteion?
I tasked her with asking what others live for. What gives their lives meaning.
Did you consider what may happen if the premise of the question is flawed? To be able to answer it, one must be living and desire to continue doing so. But if Meteion finds no living beings in the course of her journey, or none who desire to live, what then? What answers would she derive from their silence?
Meteion, enough! Suspend your mission and return hither at once.
Decapente. Local civilization once flourished under auspices of higher power. Said power later laid waste to civilization in fit of rage. Upon revealing this to me, entity elected to self-terminate in lieu of providing answer to question. No other intelligent life forms found.
Turning a deaf ear, are we? We are taking Meteion back to Amarot. As I understand, we will need her if we are to bring back all of her sisters.
Yes.
Yes?
Meteion.
It's almost like she's gone catatonic. Interesting though that they found other worlds.
It isn't right, is it? It isn't right to turn away from the answer. Even if the answer is pain. even if we aberrations must scream ourselves hoarse to be heard.
Choice of words.
Aye. Whatever answers we find, I will not dismiss them out of hand. These words I said to you, and I will hold myself to them.
What are you doing? Oh?
What is the meaning of this?
You cannot take Meteon, not until she has finished her report. All else must wait.
Oh.
You fool!
Okay, that I was not expecting. At all. If all Hermes means to do is listen to Meteon's report, then it is his right to do so. But once he receives the answers to his questions, what then? The fate of the world may very well hinge upon the choice he makes in the moment. We must be there when he makes it. Why, Hermes? Why could you not leave well enough alone? Will these answers assuage the pain you feel when a creation is returned to ether? Had you never cast your accursed question to the distant stars, you may have one day learned to be at peace upon this one. Do you understand why Hermes would do this? His logic escapes me entirely. Caging the messenger. Hermes is headed to Ctisis. Considering the expansive dimensions of the place, even we may have a difficult time locating his ether. All I can say is that he entered from the rooftop and likely arrived at the uppermost point in the facility. So, do we pursue him? Of course we pursue him! No matter what Hermes might be thinking, Meteon is a potential threat that needs to be brought under our control. The Convocation's duty to safeguard this star takes precedence over any personal stake in the matter. No, Temujin? It is clear we stand on a precipice, but we have yet to determine beyond a shadow of a doubt that Meteon's is the hand which tips us over the edge. Nevertheless, if we are to learn the truth of the final days, we must give chase. And even if neither Hermes nor Meteon is ultimately responsible, we cannot leave them to suffer this torment alone. Agreed on all counts. To Ctisis Hyperborea we go. So that is going to be our dungeon. Because I assume this is a dungeon we're heading to, not a trial. So what she found in the dark was not... Well, it was monstrous, you might argue. I mislike the look of this. Judging from the crowd, something is afoot. Something has overtaken the facility and we are going to go in to clear it out. As a dungeon. What have we here? Excuse me, there's something happened inside Ctisis. Mistress Venar, I'm so glad you're here. No one knows what prompted it, but the alarm was sounded and Ctisis put into a state of alert. Procedure dictated that we evacuate immediately, and we have yet to investigate further. This is Hermes is doing, obviously. And what does this state of alert entail exactly? A field of dampening magic is draped over the entire facility, usually in response to escaped entities and the like. Clyce's scholars and observers are unaffected, but everything and everyone else is weakened to a fraction of their usual capabilities. Then consider us forewarned. We do, however, have urgent business with Chief Hermes and must enter the premises regardless. That said, if Hermes is willing to enact such measures, I wonder what other obstacles he has seen fit to drop in our path. With that enfeebling spell in place, we're not like to be at our fighting best. And I was hardly an effective combatant to begin with. I've little to offer beyond my ethereal vision. Then you will put that talent of yours to good use. You were fairly skilled at spotting weaknesses, if I recall. Fairly skilled? Now you've kind of raised everyone's expectations. You all need only to make the most of your strengths, and I will fill in the gaps as required. I was once as him, after all. It was my job to rise to the occasion, be that as defender, aggressor, or healer. Wait, are we going to go in with these guys? I feel better about my lack of prowess already. And you, MSQ37, can impress us with your arcane majesty. You lob potent spells as easily as breathing, but can also channel that power in a protective manner if you so choose, yes? Well, yes, should the situation call for it. Excellent, that should cover us on all fronts. We're going to go in with these guys as trust companions, aren't we? Your tale led us here, Demigen, so it is only right that you lead us now. No matter what lies ahead, we will win through to Hermes and Metion. And then we will face the future together. Nod. So, dungeon unlock time. Well, so Vanar is an all-rounder. MSQ37. So Hythlodaeus is a bard. Emmett will do whatever the hell he needs to, though he's DPSing currently. And Vanar will be our healer. I never even thought, if there was going to be a dungeon, what they would do for the trust system. Because of course I didn't think. Because I don't think. I guess it's time, folks, for us to head into a new dungeon. What's it called? Clyce's Hyperborea. The most extensive facility in Elpis. A sprawling complex of magically simulated environs. Concepts awaiting evaluation are brought here for the last stages of observation and, upon meeting the appropriate criteria, finally released into the world at large. Determined not to surrender Metion, it is within this facility that Hermes has taken refuge, and you and your companions must find and confront him if you are to shed light upon the truth of the final days. Next time, folks, we shall shed some truth. Hopefully you will join me for that, and hopefully you've enjoyed this reaction. I'm going to leap straight into the next bit, so catch you in the next video. Happy endwalking, folks. Doodle pip. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, why not click the like button and consider subscribing. Remember, you can ring the bell notification icon to get notified when new videos go live. And until next time, cheerio.